Welcome to the Ugly Truth. Good Lord. I do think I'm legitimately sick.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Now you're self-conscious about it.
Well, I just know how much you love it.
When you adjust the mic.
When I adjust the mic.
After you start talking.
I hit recording. Yes.
Anyway.
No, well, first of all, I might have done this to myself.
Yes.
But I can't tell. Neither can the doctor. So we're just going to...
Was it one of those things where the doctor's like, well, I'm not saying that you didn't do it?
She was very kind.
Yes.
So basically...
Es posible.
In late January, mid-January, 2 weeks ago,
yeah,
we went to go get our physical. Oh no, it was December. We had to go get our
normal physicals
to make sure our insurance stays low, and everything was fine and dandy.
Yeah.
She's like, well, let's just do a quick, eyes, ears, nose, da da. I'm like, okay. She goes to my ears. She's like, fully blocked. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, are you having a hard time hearing? And I'm like, yeah, really, what? And she's like, I said, yeah. She's like, yeah, you need to have your ears irrigated. You have some blockage of wax. And I was like, and I was telling her, I'm like, this is so embarrassing. She goes, actually, it's very normal. And it just happens. Some people just, it happens. I'm like, okay, well.
You're waxy.
I'm clean. I said, I'm clean. And she's like, yeah. No, this isn't about cleanliness. This is just some people produce more than others. And sometimes this happens. So she goes, just make an appointment to have an ear lavage. And I'm like, well, I'm loving the name.
Makes it so fancy.
Sounds like a spa treatment. I'm all in. And I'm like, okay. And so I left and lifed.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 weeks. And about a week after, I started not feeling great. My ear was really hurting and I was having like jaw pain and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I have dental issues anyway. So I'm like, do I have an abscessed tooth? I don't know. Anyway.
Don't stop there.
I'm not.
You thought it was more than that.
Oh, that I thought it was a tumor? I'm still not. Listen, after today, I'm still not completely convinced.
Oh my God, it's not a tumor.
No, I'll tell you. Okay. Anyway, so I woke up in the middle of the night and I had incredible jaw pain. So, of course, I thought I was having a heart attack.
Sure. Oh, right. I left out the heart attack part.
So,
sorry.
I'm like, okay, I need to go get this ear lavage thing because I think it's causing a lot of other issues. So like a lot of people, you can buy the over-the-counter ear wax softener stuff.
Right.
I have some because this has happened to me before. It was a long time ago, but I always keep it now.
Yeah.
So I put a couple drops in and I'm like, I'm going to sleep on it. And then in the morning I'll get it out or whatever. So I did this for about a week off and on to the point where I even bought an ear irrigation
because
tool.
you so didn't want to go to the doctor and do it.
I just was like,
despite the cool word,
if I can do this myself, I'd much rather. And it's not because of anything other than I've had this done by a doctor before. It is not comfortable.
Oh, well.
But you do what you got to do.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt. It's just not comfortable, right?
It's not comfortable. Yeah. It doesn't hurt. It's just like, well, somebody's shoving water in your ear.
Of course. Sure.
At a very high force because they're trying to get wax out. Anyway, so I'm doing this. Nothing's happening. Okay. And I'm like, well, shit. I guess I got to go. And it was getting worse and worse. The pain, you saw. Yeah. Now, I'm an anxious person. No. It is possible that I am also creating more pain for myself because I'm hyper focused on it. Yeah. I'm thinking about it 24 hours a day. Yeah. Everything is this. Right. And it's starting to affect my life. And I'm like, okay, I've got to end this cycle of psychosis. I have to go to the doctor and get this taken care of. So midnight, I'm all requesting an appointment. Yeah. 8 a.m. on the dot. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, I only have to get through one more day of this. Right. And then at some point, and I really believe it was this morning or last night, actually, or whenever it was that I took. Doesn't matter. Irrigated in my shower again. In the shower. And my ear now hurts, and it's down to the jawbone, at low. Yeah. I'm like, oh God, it's touching my eardrum. I just know it. Yeah. So I go to the doctor today, and she's like, why are you here? I'm like, ear lavage, of course. She's like, ah, yes. So she goes, let's look and see. So she looks in the left ear. She goes, well, that one's totally blocked. I'm like, how is that even possible? I can completely hear you out of this one.
Yeah.
And then she goes to the one that's causing me all the problems. And she's like, it's completely clean. Like, literally. And I was like, oh. She goes, did you do this yourself? She goes, it's red. Like, it's irritated. It's red. And I go, well, what do you mean by red? Like, I can't put tools down there or anything. She goes, no. It looks like a sign of infection. What kind of water did you use to irrigate your ear? And I was like, shower water. And she's like, so here's the thing. So you might have caused an infection.
Yeah, you did.
She goes, do you have chills? I go, well, I started getting chills last night. She's like, okay. She's like, and I go, well, can I get a
very nice to you?
Can I get a flu
shot?
shot?
Some old white doctor would have been like, what the hell is wrong with you?
And I was like, well, after we do all this, can I get a flu shot? She's like, absolutely not.
No, because you're already sick.
She goes, I'm giving you antibiotics and you have to take these for 10 days. So I was like, holy shit, I have a real infection. So I'm like, well, that explains why I feel like garbage.
Yeah.
She also thinks that I might.
Because you should have used some sort of saline, like special water, like iodized water. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the name of it is, but
I should have used a doctor's office.
Well, fair.
She's like, look, I understand that people. She's like, please just come to the. It's 20 minutes.
I bet
of
you
your
those
life.
instructions told you to do that too. I bet.
What? Go
told
to the doctor.
What kind of water to use on that thing?
It says don't use saline, don't use distilled. That's all it says.
Really?
I'm like, okay, well, shower water's fine. So the other day,
I'm sure it's fine.
I thought that there was something that had come out.
Oh.
Now, when you think earwax, you think huge globs. It's not. It's like the size of a pencil head. It's like a pencil eraser.
Sure.
It's not a lot. And I have very small ear canals. So that's another problem.
It's one of the things I love about you.
The nurse.
Sexy.
Our ear sex is no one's business but our own. We keep those thoughts for you. Anyway, she's like, I'm afraid to look any deeper. I'm going to have the doctor come in and look. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, I didn't know you had a specialist come in.
Not a specialist, but the nurse, she even said, she's like, the nurse can only do so much before you need another level of medical care. And I was like, oh, now I'm looking back going, I think this was a little more serious than I took it.
Of course it was.
Because at first I'm like, oh, no biggie. And she's like, I'm going to give you some, and these are strong ass
10 days of amoxicillin?
Twice a day.
Yeah, that's
she's
no
like,
joke.
She's like, please take it all. And I'm like, okay. And so she's doing the other one, and and I'm like, because I can't help myself. Oh, and on top of everything else, they're trying a new thing where instead of her typing, they're using an AI app to record a conversation. And then it translates the notes for her.
Yeah, I do that. I don't do it, but we could do that a lot.
She's like, we're platforming this. We're trying it out. Do you care if I record our visit? And I'm like, no, not at all. I said, I'll just keep the jokes to a minimum. She's like, they will record everything you say. I'm like, okay. So, of course, she's like, so why'd you come in today? I'm like, I came in because blah, blah, blah. And so, and I'm like leaning over to like look at see the phone
what
so I can
doing.
like, the microphone. I want it to be clear. I want it to be clear. It's ridiculous. I'm like, this is not a podcast. Okay.
God,
you don't have to lean in. So anyway, so now, and it's still recording. It records the entire visit.
And it takes that and
so
AIs it, right.
She's like, okay, we need to finish the left ear because we got most of it, but there's still some in there, and now we have to manually retrieve the rest. It's don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, fine. So she's doing it, and I go, I know it's in the notes now. I said, I just want you to know that I am not a stupid girl. I said, I know that I shouldn't have lavaged myself. And she's like, well, sometimes we just, I'm like, no. You don't have to be nice. I'm aware that this has caused real problems. I go, I'm in an amazing amount of pain. Yeah. I know I did this. Yeah. So, like, please.
Well, you definitely didn't help yourself.
Oh, no. I made myself ill. So, anyway, case in point, here we are. Done and done. And I'm like, I'm still, so the anxiety. The anxiety part, and I told her, she goes, well, do you have chills? And I go, I started getting chills last night. I said, but I'll be honest with you, I really wasn't sure if it was anxiety or real chills. She's like, I see. Okay.
It could have been anxiety or real chills.
Or both.
And or wine.
And you know how I knew?
Because you did take some medicine last night.
You know how I knew that I was genuinely not feeling good is that I drank copious amounts of wine.
You did.
And I felt amazing after.
Yeah, it was a good buzz, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And, they say booze does help when you don't feel good. Yeah. And it's not a lie. That's why, NyQuil has been working for 100 years, because it all makes everybody feel good.
You were funny last night. You're like, is there any left in the bottle? I was like, yes.
A new
it's
bottle.
It's the second bottle, but yes, there's some in the bottle.
And I will say, Bridgerton is way better with the buzz.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
So the first episode, not great.
Yeah. But
the last 3... amazing.
Yeah, they were good.
Amazing. And I
enjoyed watching those with you.
I know that there are books. Every book is based on one of the kids of the Bridgerton family. So now we're doing Benedict Bridgerton.
Benedict.
Right? And
the finest of the Benedict boys or Bridgerton boys.
Right. I don't know the storyline of that. I know there are a lot of people who are very excited about this season because apparently they're very rigid and they're sticking with the book. And this is one of the first times.
Less liberties than before.
Yes. And so I'm really excited because I'm like, now I bought the first Bridgerton book and I could not get through it. Yeah, well, it was awful.
Heavy
it's
English-y.
it's just not my kind. I don't love. Yeah. I have tried to read Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, right.
A million times. I cannot do it. I even listened to a podcast that Julie Andrews is reading Pride and Prejudice. Prejudice. There you
go.
And I couldn't get through it. All I could hear was her dentures. And I'm like, I can't. Yeah. So I'm not a English.
So you're going to stick to the shows.
Well, there's only 4 episodes left that come out at the end of the month, but yes. But I did love it. I love all the other storylines though. Like Mom gets laid. It's awesome. Finally.
Spoiler alert.
Okay. Also, you and I were joking that they refer to female orgasms as pinnacles.
Pinnacles.
And I turned to you and I said, don't you dare ask me if I pinnacle ever.
That's good.
And you were really wise to not ask if there was any pinnacles.
Hey, baby, you pinnacle yet?
I don't know how I would respond to that, honestly, but it's ridiculous.
That's good.
I mean,
That's
whatever.
funny.
But this is a very sex-heavy season, I have to admit. Lots of boobs, or not a lot of butt. A lot of male butt.
Yeah.
Not boob. Well, man boob too, I guess.
Yeah, but
anyway, really quick, ugly and awkward moment. We haven't had one in a minute, and we're both awkward.
Oh,
this is a dual awkward moment. And I felt a little old, too. But it's not about being old.
Was I singing in the grocery store again?
No. So you and I had just gone to get my hair appointment. I had my hair appointment, and then I came home, and we had run to the store or something.
Okay.
And I missed a phone call, and I answered, and I checked it, and it was like, hey, did you guys spend this money? It's $149 for Amazon Prime, and it's from Colorado.
It was a fraud protection.
Yeah, and they're like,
right.
if you don't recognize this charge, let us know, and then we're gonna shut your account down.
It was an Amazon charge, right?
It was an Amazon, yeah Amazon Prime.
$140-something. Yeah.
Right, and I was like, okay, and I'm like, well, maybe I don't remember, so I'm going because it was on my Amazon Prime, so I'm looking on Amazon Prime, like, no, you look at the bank account. There's the charge, but no Amazon order that coordinates. So we're like, okay. So we said, no, we don't recognize this charge. They're like, okay, your card is dead.
Yep. We had to go to the bank the next day.
So I had to go to the next morning, had to do the whole thing.
Get a new card.
And here's the problem.
Although it's easier than it used to be. But.
Okay, yeah, that part's easy. The hard part is all the online saved shit. Like,
I know.
My Blizzard account, PayPal, all the places that I update. Yes. And I'm like, it's just such a pain in the ass. And so that in addition to, I kept getting notifications that somebody was trying to log into my Apple account. And by the way, I'd rather sell a child than try to change my email
Apple ID
on my Apple ID. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
They don't make it easy.
It's easier to break into the government. My God. I'm like, you know what? This is worse than birthing children. I guess I'm keeping a Yahoo account till the day I die because I'm not going to be able to change it to anything current ever. Anyway, so we file the dispute.
So all we did the paperwork, signed the documents, did the whole
thing. And then 3 days later, you're like, they rejected our dispute. I'm like, what? Why? We didn't get anything. He said, and you're like,
so I called.
They said we got goods from this charge and they can prove it. I'm like, what are you talking about? So you call and you're like, it was the Prime renewal charge.
It was the subscription renewal.
So now I'm going through, and I never check email. I hate email. So I'm going through email, and I'm like, I did not get a renewal of any notification of any kinds at all.
They just did it.
They just do it. And I'm like, but why did they flag it? That's what's so crazy. It's like,
weird.
Why did they flag that? That's the thing you flagged, not the $400 hair appointment?
Yeah, but because, by the way, this is not us going, we don't recognize that. They called you and said, we think this might be fraudulent. Did you authorize this?
You're gaslighting me.
And it said, no, this was on somebody that you allowed to use the card. And
I even asked my children.
I
said, hey, guys, did anybody borrow my card? They're like, how dare you, mother? Dare you? I would never. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I have to ask.
I mean, we were
if anybody's desperate for tampons and you didn't want to tell me, I mean, that's
trying
fine.
all avenues.
I'm asking everyone.
Anyway,
God.
so yes, it was awkward to find out that we went through all of that
I was so
just
embarrassed.
For a charge that we actually did.
So now we're just old, confused people.
User error.
Somebody on Reddit, this person clearly having a bad day, right?
All right.
And they go,
and are you contributing to said bad day?
No. And they're like, it was under the aging Reddit. And they're like, anybody over 50 feel invisible? Aren't you, if you used to be hot and now you're over 50, how do you cope with that? And I'm like,
what?
First of all, I did not answer the way I would if it was somebody that I knew.
Well, no.
Obviously, because I'd be like, what the hell are you even talking about? Who cares? First of all, who cares what a 20-something-year-old kid thinks of you in the grocery store?
Ew.
Who cares? Like, why do you give a shit? They're not even fully formed. They're like larvae. Who cares what they think?
And plus, if you're 50, you're Gen X, and you should want to be invisible.
I don't want to be invisible. How dare you?
Well, I mean, around other people. Not you personally.
What?
Just
you need to stop talking.
Oh, please.
What do you mean?
Gen X likes hanging out with people in the grocery store.
If someone stares at me, it's usually, what the fuck do you want?
Oh.
That's usually what I say. But my point is, I'm like, if you even have a shred of self-confidence, people see you.
Of course.
It has nothing to do with how hot you are. Ever. And by the way, I would like everyone to Google First Wives Club red carpet premiere. Okay? And the reason I want people to Google that, Goldie Hawn, Diane Keaton, Bette Midler, and Stalker, all that, they were in their 50s.
Yeah.
Look how young they are. That's not old, people.
Right.
It's not old. That's what I'm trying. And I'm like, this is for me, for women who are afraid of turning 50, and I was one of them. Yeah. Go back and look at that specifically, and you'll go, holy shit, they're like babies. Yeah, we're babies. We're not old. 50 is not old.
Especially when you see them now.
No.
Not that they're bad, just like they're not 50 anymore, but like when you look at them back then, that didn't look old.
Well, they've all had work, so
yes.
they look great. But they do look their age.
Sure.
They still look their age, but they're aging beautifully. Anyway, even Goldie Hawn, who I think has removed some of those fillers, which is kind of nice. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, but there are people who do care. So, I'm like, how do you cope? I don't. Because I don't care.
Because I don't care.
But,
Yeah.
Speaking of young, so we watch the Grammys, which honestly, I never care to watch the Grammys, usually. I end up accidentally watching them. But you and I are huge music people, so I never regret watching it. Like, once it's on, I'm like, I'm so glad we saw that. I hate the commercials, but other than that, I always love the Grammys. I know it's an industry event. I know a lot of people knew if they won or not already. Like, I get it. But I still love the performances, mostly.
Yeah. Some are weird.
They're so great. Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, Tyler, the Creator's performance.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I loved it, though.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I loved it. When would you ever see that?
I guess Sabrina Carpenter at the beginning had a pretty wild one,
and
too.
She got snubbed, man.
She
did. A lot.
She did.
But that's okay. She's great. She's doing just fine.
She's fine.
She's fine. She's good.
Yeah.
She's gonna win a Grammy next year for the Taylor Swift collab. I'm telling you right now. But there was apparently quite a few losses in the music community over the last year.
Yes. A lot of people passing away.
There were so many that it ended up being like a 15-minute tribute, but they broke it up into a 3. So Reba kicked it off. Not great. I mean, it was fine.
Well, but that one was more...
Well, it was
like you expect on award shows.
Yeah.
It was just a song with pictures and stuff behind, lots of music executives.
Yes.
Only a partial of you knew. And there were glaring omissions, which means we probably, no Ozzy, no whatever. We knew something was going to happen.
Well,
but
you even said, you're like, oh, he's probably going to get his own tribute.
Yeah.
And then it fades into Slash and Duff McKagan and the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah. Chad Smith.
And then Post Malone.
Yeah.
Which everybody was like, why didn't freaking Youngblood do the lead? He literally was mentored by Ozzy. Like, why? But he was there in the front row loving it. So I can only assume there were reasons. Post Malone did it. And it was exceptional.
He crushed it.
It was great.
Yeah.
But he's always been good at that.
What's that song? Is that War Pigs? What is that song? Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And so then there were more tribute, more names, all that.
Yeah, it was in the vein though, right?
Yes.
Like it was in the format.
All the rock and roll,
all
the rock
types.
ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it fades to Lauryn Hill. I saw a joke. They're like, what time did they tell Lauryn Hill to show up?
Because she's always late.
Because she's hours behind always.
in most cases, that's a concert for her to make money. This was her paying tribute largely to Roberta Flack, who she does songs from, and it was very closely connected to. So
incredible.
And
I wish
the talent on the stage and both of those was great. But that whole
it was
that
like
whole process that they went through, and they had an after party and sang more too. That whole group.
That would have been great to see.
Yeah,
that would have been something else. Yeah. Anyway, I'm like, I love this. Like, this is the kind of shit, and they don't do shit like this anymore on TV. You never see this.
No, it was great. I actually, you even said it. It's like those should have closed the show.
That should have been the end of the show.
Those were the best. Now we didn't see all of them, but the 2 best performances we saw were the rock tribute and the R&B tribute.
Well, like I thought, we did see the Bruno. It restarted, so we got to see Bruno Mars in the beginning. That was pretty good.
Well, it's her song, but yes, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, and it was fine. But that reminded me of what you typically see at the Grammys.
Sure.
Those last 2 performances were incredible. And then I'm like, why didn't they just close the show out?
Right.
And right as the words are escaping my lips and they're hanging over in my head in the air, Cher walks out.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, never mind.
Never mind.
We can end with Cher.
Hello, Queen.
That would be fine. And she comes out. She looks wasted. She looks high. Actually, she looks high, not drunk or anything. Yeah. She comes out and she's like, and then he comes out. The guy that hosted, I can't think of his.
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah comes out and he goes, by the way, I'm supposed to give you this, your lifetime achievement. Which is like, oh, I hate things like this. And he's like, I know. She's like, you can hold it. And then he leaves. And so she's like jibber jabbering.
She thanked everybody, right?
Of course, she did the thing. She talked about her life, and then she talked about how just when you think things are going great, you hit rock bottom. Yeah. She goes, I had to go to Vegas, and I had to do a show there. And I'm like, what? And now it's like people do that and they make buckets of money. But when she did it probably wasn't like that. Yeah. And then she did Believe, and she talked about auto-tune. Amazing.
She was the first one to use auto-tune. We called it Pit. Like, she was telling all these stories. And then she's like,
okay, well, I guess I'm leaving. And she turns around and walks away. And Trevor's like, wait. You got to announce album of the year.
No, it was
or record or whatever.
Song of the year. I can't remember. Yeah.
And she's like, okay. So she turns around, and this is the joke that's been going around on social media today.
I know what she did.
Is she opens up and she goes, and the winner is Luther Vandross. And everybody's
and then she goes, Kendrick Lamar. Because it was a tribute to Luther. Yes, it was a Luther song. It was called Luther, but she said Luther Vandross,
I'll try to find it for you, but somebody actually made it look like he accepted
Luther
the Grammy.
Came out. That's
because he obviously won Grammys.
Yeah, for sure.
So luckily they used it when he was thin, because I know Luther would have hated it.
Oh, he went up and down.
Yeah, he would have hated it if it had been one of the heavier years.
Yeah, and then I think it is pretty. I actually listened to the album today. I'd never listened to it before. I'd heard his music before, but I think it's pretty effing awesome that Bad Bunny won Album of the Year. First Spanish language album to ever win that.
By the way, can we talk about what he was wearing? His suit was so hot.
Yeah, he looked good.
He looked so good.
He's a good dresser anyway, but
I mean,
except for the hat. But
I believe it was it wasn't Tom Ford. It was something else.
Well, it had the thing down the back, like the.
Oh God! Yeah, it was awesome. So so freaking cool.
He's having a good week.
He's having a good year, and it's only February, and he still has one more incredible weekend to go, and Sunday. It's going to be
Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be a dance party. There's going to be a lot of people.
I can't wait.
I listen to the album. It's super listenable.
It's
I don't obviously understand all the words, but it's just the music style.
You know, you've had a month to learn Spanish.
Sorry.
So I'm just saying.
I don't care. I mean,
we told everybody.
We watched.
He's like, you have to learn Spanish.
We watched the show in English today and still needed subtitles. So.
Yeah, what's that? A Night in Seven Kingdoms?
Night of the Seven Kingdoms or something.
A Night in Seven Kingdoms? I don't know. You're right. Whatever.
Game of Thrones stuff.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, that is such a cute little show.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love it. I mean, I shouldn't say it's cute. They're
we
literally
needed subtitles for
breaking fingers and stabbing people, but it's still very cute. I love it. Their little egg sandwiches. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
What have you guys been doing? Anything new? Anything going on? What's exciting? I don't know. No? Okay.
Living life.
Never mind.
Living life.
But yeah, so the Grammys, so the red carpet's usually one of my favorite things.
Right.
I missed it.
You actually watch red carpets for most award shows and don't necessarily also watch the award shows.
So Chappell Roan, who I personally like, I know she can be problematic for some, but I personally like her. I like her music at least. Mm-hmm. And I like how she treats the industry people. She doesn't give them much respect, which is fine by me. Mm. Anyway, so she was on the red carpet. She had this beautiful sheer burgundy like cape and then the dress and everything like that. And then she takes the cape off and she has what appears to be her bare breasts and nipple hoops holding her dress up.
The dress, yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, well, my nips could never. Like, I would be like, these really sting. I can't do this.
Hers aren't either.
I mean, God. I'm like, first of all, props. And then I went, wait a minute. And so I zoomed in. I'm like, oh, she's got Barbie boobs. There's no areola. There's no nip.
Yeah.
They're literally clean.
It's a covering.
They're literally like pinched onto a prosthetic.
Yeah.
So she was actually quite covered. You just couldn't tell because people immediately they just assume. Wow. Typical social media. You look and you immediately make a judgment.
Sure.
So I'm like, oh, it's a prosthetic. Well, that's kind of fun because she was very covered actually.
Yeah.
And so I posted on our Ugly Truth Facebook and I'm like, my nips could never because I thought it was funny. And all these men are commenting on it.
On your nips?
Yeah. Yes, my personal nips. They're all commenting. Some of the women are like, it's disgusting. And then other people are like, oh, she really wants to show off those boobies, you know? And I'm like, listen, if I look like Chappell Roan, I'd do that. Well, they said titties, I think, actually. But anyway, I just thought it was funny that, and I'm sure many of them are bots. It doesn't really matter. But I was like, you know, and then now they're like, you know, people owe Janet Jackson an apology and, you know, because they have to make it about everything. And I'm like, can we just enjoy the prosthetic boobs, please? And the non-nips?
And the lack of areola. Can we just appreciate it?
God, guys.
For a minute?
Just enjoy the female form for 10 minutes. Jeez. I don't want to end on a sad note, but I do want to acknowledge that one of my most favorite actresses has died suddenly. And it's I can't even say her name. Catherine O'Hara. And we just watched Best in Show, like less than a month ago. I watch her constantly on other stuff. And for her not to be here now at 70, which is young in this day and age. 70 is young.
She's done some big stuff, man.
She's done everything. And you know what I love?
All the Best in Show and all those movies. She was Second City.
Yes, she was in Second. She eulogized John Candy.
Yeah,
they were very close. Obviously, Home Alone, which he was also in, and obviously Schitt's Creek, which is
next
level funny. Yes, and
Beetlejuice.
You know, and then she's done
Beetlejuice.
I am so glad that we saw that now.
The second one?
Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
It was so good. And that she actually died in it made me laugh.
Yeah, it was fun. Right at the beginning, right?
Yes. In the beginning, she becomes a ghost immediately. It's like typical. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. I thought there were some great moments in that movie.
I mean, she's obviously funny and most funny movie-wise, I would say Best in Show, but also just generally in Schitt's Creek, just stunning level.
She said
of hilarious.
she agreed. She read it. She goes, I agree to do this, but I want wigs, and I want to create my own way of talking.
Oh my God.
And of course they're like, well, obviously Eugene Levy knows. He's like, let her do whatever she wants to do.
So
There's
funny.
a scene. Go ahead.
No, I saw an interview with her where she said that, and when she started doing it, just the laughter and the reaction from the crew was just always nonstop. And she goes, it was always funny. It was, folding the cheese. It was like all this stuff. And the one time I got stunned silence was the wedding. When she came out in the Pope hat wig.
You just can't believe. You can't believe it.
The crew's just like...
And she had everything to do with that. Look,
of course.
What, one of the parts, there's obviously bloopers and whatever. Yeah. So there was a scene where they go to this funeral for someone they do not know. And they ask... Mr. Rose to eulogize this man that he does not know. Yeah. And so he's like, oh shit. Okay. And they're like, he really, he respected your opinion. He's like, I don't know who this guy is. It's not going well. It's at the end and it's not going well. And so she stands up and starts singing Danny Boy, and she's doing like, oh, like what you would expect, right? So they asked her to do it again at the after party, the wake, whatever. And she does it again. And the film crew apparently was really struggling to not laugh. Like they couldn't believe, and because she changed it up again. And he's standing there eating an egg sandwich. And at one point, he turns and looks at the crew like, I don't know why you guys are so surprised. Like this is what she does. This is what she does. Nothing is the same twice, ever. Anyway, I'm just so saddened that that's it. But she did say the only thing she wanted to be remembered for is being a mother. Aww.
That's sweet. She was amazing.
Yes.
And I, don't know why.
Apparently she was ill.
So she's on another show right now. She's on The Studio.
Oh God.
And apparently they could not film a couple of days before. She couldn't. Apparently
she was sick.
The rumor is that she was not feeling well and could not make it to like, I think it was the first day of shooting. She couldn't make it to or something. So I could be wrong, but that's what I read. So anyway, very unfortunate. She's a family favorite for sure.
Oh my God, beyond at least one of mine.
Well, and by the way, we just mentioned the shit she was in. The amount of voices she did for major characters throughout a ton of animated movies.
Mackenzie and I were talking. She goes, "Mom, I can't even believe that she's gone."
Like, she did a lot of a couple of voices in Nightmare Before Christmas.
She was Susie.
Well, she was Susie and one of the kids.
The kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and then a bunch of others too.
And she literally just did the Hollywood Bowl like a year ago, not even a year ago. Yeah. Anyway, it's a tremendous loss.
Yeah, for sure.
At least for our home.
Agreed.
Anyway, and I keep looking at it going, do I want to watch Schitt's Creek right now? I'm like, I don't know if I have it.
Too soon.
I don't think I got it. Well, I do, but I just, Yeah. Best in Show is, there's been so many clips of that going around right now. Because she was kind of one of the stars.
The one I saw was that they were... well, I hope she's hanging out with John Candy.
100%. You know they are.
So
anyway, all right. Well, with that being said, shall we end this meeting? Are there any last minute questions before we end the team's call?
This conversation has circled. Meeting adjourned.
All right.